Well, we're sitting here between rounds of this replay with former heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano, with Fluyd Patterson, and with the columnist of the New York Post, Milton Gross. Rocky, what are your reactions now?
Floyd, you spent a lot of time in close with Chuvalo. Was that your plan before the battle, or did it just develop that way?
No, it just developed that way. Actually, I am more, well, most of my fights, all of my fights, I've been aggressive. And this was the first time I've ever fought a going-away battle and a defensive battle with less offense than usual. And I would say that this was a fairly new style for me, and because of this, I didn't do as well the first time as I think I'll do the next time.
Did you train to fight that way?
We had trained to fight that way to a certain degree, although I disagree with my manager, Dan Florio. I wanted to fight an aggressive fight, but we changed tactics after a while. I agreed with him.
Through the sixth round, Floyd, have you hit him with what you consider your Sunday punch yet?
Well, I would say in those last two rounds, Chuvalo showed the determination that he has and his aggressiveness. He did hurt me a few times, and I did hit him with more or less my Sunday punch. And he came right back throwing punches, and I would say he showed a tremendous amount of courage in those last two rounds.
And we have more coming up. Rounds 7 and 8 in just a moment.
Here's round 7. Zach Clayton is the referee and doing a good job. It's a 12-round bout, and this is round 7 with a minute gone. Chuvalo ever moving in. Patterson off balance.
That was only a flip, Don.
There's a minute to go in the round.
George is strong. He's determined. Really take a punch.
Would you fight him this way, champ?
Well, I cannot reveal my secret, but I would be ready for the winner.
Come on, I won't tell anybody.
Oh, no, I hope you don't tell nobody. Floyd's fighting a smart fight. He's exactly the way I fought Lister.
Round 7 almost over. There's the bell ending round 7 here at Madison Square Garden. Got Chuvalo on the left, looking in his corner. Ed McWhorter, the trainer, is working on him now. Johnny Stulo, his manager, Irving Ungerman.
Well, Don, this is a real colorful fight. I know the fans are getting their money's worth. It's going longer, and it's not turning out like I thought it was. As I said earlier and predicted, that Chuvalo win by knockout, but it looks like he let me down. And if Floyd can keep up this pace and look as good as he's doing, I'm sure he will be a qualified challenger for my crown after I finish the unfinished business with Sonny Liston. You're looking at Floyd now, and I'm sure that he will win this fight, and he's really surprising me. I got to give him credit. He's a good fighter, and he's fighting hard.
The warning buzzer is sounded now for round 8. See Jack Schaefer with our ringside camera getting into position. There's round 8 of a 12-rounder. Backed out to Madison Square Garden, and I haven't heard anyone complain. It's been a good fight. Chuvalo keeps hoping that he'll get in the one big punch to the head that would turn it his way. Isn't that right?
I believe you're right, Don. It's only a matter of hoping to get the lucky punch, because as it stands now, Floyd is outmaneuvering him, and he has the best boxing ability. If he can keep up the pace he started out with and stay out of those clinches.
How about that body punishment from Chuvalo?
Well, body punching means nothing if you're in good shape. Ooh, Floyd just got in a flurry of good punches. Every one of them was solid. As I said earlier, George takes a punch. Yes, those body punches will wear you out if you're not in shape, but I think he's in shape for this. He's determined to get his crown back.
2 minutes left in round 8 at Madison Square Garden.
I'd like to say hello to my mother and daddy there in Louisville, Kentucky. They're watching this fight.
A smashing right hand by Patterson.
Chuvalo is shook. If Floyd can only keep on him, he'll knock him out, I believe. Oh, he's determined. He's coming back.
Well, win or lose, Floyd will know he's been in a fight.
That's right. I believe both men will. Notice Floyd is standing there like his old self. He should move if he's not too tired.
Round 8 over.
Beautiful round, Don. Full of action.
Here we see Patterson in his corner. What's Dan Florio telling him now? What would you think?
Well, I'm sure he's telling him to stay out of the clinches. Floyd got hit a few times, and that's when he wasn't on the, I would say that he wasn't using his bicycle style, and he got hit a few times. But I'm sure he was telling him to keep his distance and watch him in the clinches, because he's got sharp punches on the inside.
What do you think they're telling Chuvalo, champ?
Well, it's really hard to predict something like that. Chuvalo, I imagine they're saying, you got him going, just stay on him, he's tired, because Patterson do look a little leg and arm weary.
Floyd, is Cassius right? As Danny is talking to you in the corner at that time, is he telling you to move, don't get yourself caught inside?
Yes, they constantly told me, Dan and Ernie Fowler, my trainer was Ernie Fowler, they were constantly telling me to move and use the jab. I was a bit tired at that point. And sometimes when you get tired, you get a bit loose, and free with yourself. And this is what was happening to me in those later rounds.
Because it seemed to me at part of this round, you try to work outside and take advantage of the ring. And then Chuvalo would close with you, and that's when you would take the body beating.
Yeah. Well, see, it's going to be pretty difficult to forget my old style. My old style is I usually bore in, and I usually fight in close. But for this fight, I definitely didn't want to fight in close. We trained that way. But every now and then I would forget, and I would stay in close. But while in close, I didn't throw any punches. That was a mistake. We had trained to stay away from Chuvalo and more or less boxing defensively and offensively when the opportunity presented itself.
It seemed to me that if a man with hands as fast as yours, who could move so much faster than Chuvalo, and with him being that strong, it would seem the wise thing to stay away and use the ring.
Yeah. If Chuvalo learned a little more about boxing, how to throw combinations, and he was a bit faster, he has all of the determination, and he could take a tremendous punch, in my opinion. He would be 3 times the fighter he is now if he would learn to do these things.
Well, you're not doing a bad job yourself right here, Floyd. We're going to see more of it in just 1 minute.
Here's round 9, scheduled for 12, a packed house of enthusiastic fans at Madison Square Garden. Patterson, the white trunks, Chuvalo in black. Zach Clayton, the referee.
You notice Floyd's left jabs are kind of shocking. They're really hard and solid. You see those jabs. Fighting a smart fight. This don't look like the old Fluffy Patterson I used to know. Solid left hook for Floyd.
Chuvalo has never been down, keeps pouring in. Patterson piles up points. Trying to get Floyd on the ropes again, and Floyd knows it. Now there's 1 minute to go in round 9 of a 12-rounder. No knockdowns in the contest. Floyd has a headlock for a moment. Emotion when those punches start raining. He is cut around the left eye. Round 9 is over, and the crowd gives them both a hand as they go back to their corners. Champ, in a moment we may have the isolated camera, but beforehand, how about it now?
Well, I would say Fluffy Patterson wasn't around. He moved, he had his left jab moving nice, and then when they did come into a flaring clinches, Floyd would get the best and he'd get out. I would give him this round, and Chuvalo was tough, hard, and determined. You're looking at the isolated camera now, and you see Floyd has solid left jabs. All of those punches connected, but you see George comes back, but he didn't really hit Floyd with a good one. So Floyd got the best of that. And all through the round, as you see, Floyd mostly outboxed him.
Champ, we're coming up to round 10 now, and
round 10. Is this round 10?
This will be round 10.
Well,
so the three
nice.
big ones are still ahead.
Right. Floyd,
there's Rocky Marciano, your old pal.
One of my idols.
He was a good one, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
How do you think you would have done with him?
Well, I believe Rocky would have knocked out either one of these guys in a couple of rounds.
How about you?
Well, that's hard to say. You know me. I might have to predict the round.
Well,
best man, I would say the best man would win in a fight like that.
Both you and Rocky are undefeated.
Yes, sir. I might have to retire quick like he did. I believe George got the worst of that.
Patterson could have been hurt there, champ.
Well, I didn't. You can never tell. Both of them got hit.
Yeah.
A beautiful, evenly matched fight.
Patterson has forced Chuvalo to go to the body, keeping his hands so high.
Well, I imagine his managers told him to stay at the body because it's kind of hard to hit him in the head. You notice he's fighting a lot like me. He's moving a lot.
Flurry by Patterson. Was really hurt.
That's right. He's pretty smart. Floyd is staying close to him. Floyd is tough.
Well, I don't think they come any tougher.
I don't think Floyd can take what George is taking.
Did they? There it is. What a round that was. Floyd goes back a little wobbly to his corner. And we're probably going to repeat some of that action on the isolated camera. We're trying to set it up. That was probably the most tremendous round of the fight.
Yes, that was. As you look at the isolated camera now, both boys were trading punches. Floyd got hit a couple of good times. And he also hit Chuvalo a few good times. As you see now, Chuvalo's really hitting Floyd. He's really hitting him, and I'm surprised Floyd didn't fall. Floyd took it, he fought a smart fight, and he stayed on him, as you see. He's keeping close to him. He's ducking some good ones, too. I have to give this Floyd credit because I didn't believe he was this smart.
Well, Floyd, that, I guess, was the darkest moment in the fight for you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. 10th round.
Is this what you meant when you told the people afterwards that finally you could take a punch?
I think in that round I proved that, not necessarily that I can take that much of a punch, but I did prove that I don't have a China chin.
That's what I meant, the China chin reference.
Floyd, with the fast pace that you two fellows put up for 10 rounds now, and with the amount of punches you threw and the amount of punches that Chuvalo threw, everybody realizes you have to be good and tired. I wonder if you can explain just the feeling of being weary and tired at the end of 10 fast rounds like that.
Well, as you know, Rocky, your arms begin to feel like you're holding tremendous weight in each one. Your legs begin to slow up. Overall, you feel like you're carrying a ton. And, of course, at that point, sometimes some fighters change their strategy. At that point, I didn't change my strategy. Of course, I may have stayed in a lot closer than what I was advised to or what I had trained to, but that was because of the weariness and being tired.
Floyd, was it at this point, before the 11th round began, that your corner had told you were behind and you'd have to really come on?
Yes. When I went back to the corner in the 10th round, my manager, Dan Florio, and my trainer, Ernie, they told me that I had lost that round, and I had lost it big, and that the last 2 rounds would determine the fight.
Well, we'll have the last 2 rounds for you in just one moment.